it's Denise, and I want to welcome you to Planning and Makeup on aisle 64. Today I am going to work on my December mission board. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a look at the goals that I have set. And we have goals in the personal, social, financial, health, home, and the Dream Big categories. And I'm reminded by my mission statement that my success is determined by my daily routine. So this is my December mission board page. Mission board over here, notes and ramblings over here. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I like for my mission board to be very visual. And I usually have some kind of little note paper over here. So one of the things that I do plan to do, and as always, I've done some pre-planning. I had used this circle on a Lister's Got a List book from last Christmas. And I thought, you know, I think I want to use that on this page. The color scheme just seemed to complement this one. And so I'm just going to set that there for now. And I did do some pre-planning just because it takes forever and nobody wants to sit there and watch me think. So I decided though that I want to cover up this follow your arrow. For some reason I just don't like that. I don't like that color, don't like the arrow. Even though it's pointing to dreaming big, I just don't care for it. So since it is Christmas time this month, I've used this paper and this paper. And these are, let's see, die cuts with a view, and cream and white die cuts with a view, and by Color Box. So this one just has Merry Christmas repeated on it, and this one you've got some holly and berries, that kind of thing repeated on it. And I used my 2-inch Hexagon punch. And I cut these little hexagons. And as you know, I love to use my tweezers. It just helps me be more precise. Now, for this hexagon here is for home, and I will be decorating my home to get ready for Christmas, so I thought I would cover that box with this. And then that'll just remind me that I'm getting the house ready for Christmas, and there's a number of different things that I'll be doing to do that. And as I continue to work on my health and fitness goals, I will continue to work my Pilates and clean eating. I must say though that my eating has certainly been off the rail this Thanksgiving holiday. Now here, for me time, I think I want to get a massage. And I've been watching on television when they show those different spas. They always show someone getting a massage with the hot rocks, and I decided I'm going to try that this month. So I found this picture of this woman with the hot rocks down her back. She's getting a massage. So that's my reminder that that's what I'm going to do for myself this month. And as I continue to think about the Christmas holiday, I want to use this Christmas tree. And just to let you know, again, the pre-planning that I've done, I cut the Christmas tree out of this rub-on, and then also here's the bottom where it says 'Tis the Season. I cut that out there, and I've already rubbed that on. When I cut it out, it was so, well, it was starting to kind of come apart a little bit, and I didn't want to risk losing any of it, so I went ahead and rubbed that on before I started the video. So I'm going to put the Christmas tree right there. And this month here for Be Social, I want to continue to work on my Facebook group, being engaged with that. So I used my Big Shot to cut out these letters. So now let me show you that. First of all, this is the Big Shot. And what you do is you take a die cut, and this particular one is the Wingo Zingo by Sizzix. And it's got letters A through Z, uppercase and lowercase. And the die cut itself actually looks like this. And you can see the letters here. I've used it quite a few times. And you position it between these two plates. You put the paper on top of that, and then you run it through this die cut machine with another support that goes in there. And what it looks like when it comes out is this. It looks like this when it comes out, and you can see where I've taken out a few of the letters, but you just punch the letters out like so. And then you can use them wherever you like. So I'll just set those aside. So I cut out the F and the B for the Facebook, and then I found this little image of the Instagram, and I know it's the old one, but I like it. I like the old one better than the new one. I think I like it because it's black and white. So I'll put that on there. And one of the things that I continue to work on is my marriage. So I have this picture of my husband and myself together as a reminder that each week there are things that we do just to kind of connect with one another, date night, that kind of thing. Just whatever it is we feel like doing. And there's a little check-it box here, and I don't know how well you can see it, but this is my IPFW box. I've got final exams coming up, papers to grade, as final week is hard upon us in the month of December. So I'm going to put this A+ right here to remind me of all the grades that I've got to do. And then I'll put the course numbers on there with pencil. And then for financial goals, I'm continuing to think about retirement, as I am now semi-retired. And I'm working on a new budget. So last month we had a big budget, and I'm still focusing on budget here as well. And then Dream Big has to do with my blog and YouTube channel. So I'm using my card somehow in there. So these are the embellishments I plan to use on this page. So let's start to get some of these things down. And I think I'll start up at the top with this little lady. I like to put down wax paper so that I don't end up with them glue all over my tabletop. So here is the woman who's going to be getting a massage, a hot rock massage. And that's going to be me this month. And then for the letters, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this Xyron Create a Sticker to get those letters on, but maybe I better get this positioned first just to make sure those letters are going to be where I think they're going to be. So I'll get this Christmas tape, I'll get this Christmas glued down for home. Have minded finding a little house to put right there on top of that, just as a reminder that I'm going to be decorating that. But the house that I could find with my holiday themes just wasn't the right one, so I just figured I'd leave that blank. I know what it means, and I'm really the only one that has to understand my code. So there is my husband and myself. I don't think I got enough glue on that. I have to tell you, I think I need a new glue stick. And I did buy a new one, and I don't know where I put it. They came 4 in a pack, and I put them somewhere, but I could not tell you where I put that. Okay, so I had to use this old one again. And I think I cut this just a little bit. I think I need a little more glue on that. Yeah, this glue stick is not the best. I think it's a little old. There we go. And this one will go here. Let's go ahead and get it on. The one nice thing about doing pre-planning is that once I figure out what I'm going to do, I can actually get them on pretty quickly. Now, while I'm trying to sort it out, it's like watching paint dry. But it was really kind of fun this time as I tried to sort out what I wanted to use and then finding just the right picture. And I love this little pig. I used it on one of my other layouts at the beginning of the year. And I hadn't used it since, so I thought it would be cute to use here for financial. You see I've got retirement written right on there, and then there's the pig. And I wanted my business card to be on here somehow. How did I want to do that? Well, first of all, I'm going to cut the business card down just a little bit. So let's get my cutter. And we'll get that cut. Let's try that much. We'll use that much of the business card. Let's get this back in place. So I'm thinking I want to use this like that. So if that's the case, how do I want to get this little pig on? I think like that. So let's go ahead and get this glued down. And I might have to use tape tabs if this glue doesn't hold. We'll see. Yeah, that'll work. Let's get this pressed down. And as far as dreaming big goes, one of the things that I'm trying to work on is increasing the number of subscribers to both my blog and YouTube channel, Makeup on Aisle 64, as well as in my Facebook group. My Facebook group, I usually get anywhere from 2 to 4 requests just about every day, so the Facebook group is growing nicely. But I got some work to do on the blog and YouTube channel. Okay, so now let me get my little piggy glued down. And I've been to see my retirement advisor in regard to my finances, and there's a few things that I need to do this month, and I've got an appointment this week that's directed toward those goals. So I am on track. I think I want that right there. Yeah, there we go. And now I can get my A+ on. So let's put the lid back on this glue stick, and let's get these into my label maker. What this does is that it puts glue or adhesive on the back of the letters, and it saves me the trouble of trying to put glue on each and every single one of them. Just put them in and pull that down. Get that letter A in there. And these two little tiny pieces that I'm using to make the plus sign. There. So I pull that out, rip it off. Now I'm going to rub these pretty good so that the adhesive adheres to the letters and the little icon. Then you peel the strip apart. So I peel it apart here. And notice those two little prongs stuck on there, so I have to keep that close by so I can get those off of there. Okay, so I want Be Social, and I'm doing Facebook. And I've been doing a much better job of engaging every day in my Facebook group. And I also had my first giveaway. I had a Winter Essentials giveaway for the month of November. And I gave away some really good products to help prepare the skin and pamper the skin and body for the winter time. So there are those. Now let me get this on. Now one of the things about using that die cut is sometimes, depending upon what kind of paper you use, you end up with some little tiny pieces of little shreds or threads of paper sticking to it. I've got a little eraser that helps to get rid of those. And now I'll get my little plus signs off of here. That's sticking to me and everything else. There. Get the plus sign on so you can see that it's really nice to use that Xyron label maker than to have to try and glue or put adhesive on every one of those letters. Now that can work out okay if you've got a glue pen, but my glue pen has long since disappeared. There, so now I just need to get my Christmas tree on. So let me get my popsicle stick out. And this Christmas tree came from this set of holiday greetings. And I've had it for a while, so I've taken the name off of wherever it came from. But it is a rub-on, so I've got the 'Tis the Season on there from the same collection. So it's going to go right there. And then I've got my popsicle stick here, and we'll just rub it on. And this gives me my visual effect. I don't know, a lot of the vision boards that I see people put together, or a lot of the mission boards, they have a lot of writing on them, which is fine if that works for you. But I have so many things I want to work on that if I tried to write everything on there, I wouldn't have any space. So what I like to do is to put on pictures or icons that represent whatever it is that I need to do, and then I can make a few notes on the notes and ramblings page. And it takes a little bit of time to get this all rubbed on. I can kind of see in a couple places where it hasn't adhered properly. Ha! There we go. Looks pretty good. So I've got the things on my mission board that I want. I think I'll add a little bit more of glue on the back of that. I'll put that back in there. Let's see what color this pen is. I think it's the same one I used for that. It's the blue color. So I've got grades to do for 418 and grades to do for 461. So this reminds me of what I need to do for IPFW. And there'll be some other things that I need to do, but these are the priorities for this month, is getting these grades done. So let's see, I think I've got this mission board done. And it looks like it went on pretty quickly, but I'm telling you, it took me a couple of hours just to figure out what I wanted to do. And then once I figured out what I wanted to do was to find the things that I needed to put on there. So now let's take a look at this. So, since I had used this particular little Christmas tree on something else, the adhesive is off the back of it. So I'm going to have to stick it down again. And I want to get it over this Inkwell press for some reason. And then there's a little spot on this circle, and I want to get it underneath the tree so that it doesn't show. There. And I'll just put a couple of dabs of glue here and there on this circle, and then let's get it underneath there. There. Don't ask me why I wanted to put that circle on there. I just thought it would look cute on this page for the holiday time. And I wanted to put something up here too, just to kind of commemorate the holiday. I don't know if I want to do Seasons of Giving, because it certainly complements this and picks up the tree over there. Or, oh wait, I've got these. I wonder how these look kind of cute. Let's see how those might look on here. When I bought these Christmas stickers, what I didn't anticipate was that they would be clear or see-through. So what I bought them for last year, they didn't work out very well. And this is from the Stickabilities collection, Ornate Christmas Foiled. Let's see how these might look here. Where's my... Oh, right there. We'll see. I'm gonna go high about right there. Hey, that's looking pretty good. I like that. I kind of put it right in with the letters up there for the notes, and the circles, ornaments on the tree, pick up the little ornaments there, and I think that's done. So now let me just think about the kind of things that I need to put on my notes and ramblings page. Okay, so now that I've got my mission board embellishments on, got my cute little ornaments over here on my notes and ramblings page, now let's actually write some notes. And I did write a few notes about what I wanted to put on here. And again, everything that I put on my list comes directly from my goals, which comes from my goal page. So of course, one of the big things that I'm thinking about for this month, of course, is my retirement. So I'm going to put a few notes related to that right here at the top, because that is some priority planning that I've got to take care of this month. So that includes continuing to work on the budget that I'm developing for retirement. I've got a meeting set up already that I need to take to address some things associated with that, and then also to think about the percentage of the contract that I want to work for spring. So there's that. And then, of course, I want to continue to work on my health and fitness goals. And my big focus is I want to be at goal weight by December 31st. Because I do not intend to pay Weight Watchers after this year. I plan to be at goal weight where I can go for free. If I'm not at goal weight, I'll have to continue to pay. And this certainly plays into my financial goals, if I can get myself where I want to be in regards to that. So got that done. And then for my Facebook group, I want to work on a list building activity. As well as daily prompts. And then my December giveaway. And I'm thinking of something that they can use to glam it up for the New Year's. So that page is done. And then of course we have Christmas shopping that needs to happen. And I'm really going to be sensible and judicious this Christmas season. So I'm thinking for my grandchildren, one of the things my husband and I have been talking about is sustainable gifts. And I'm thinking we're going to look at things like dance lessons or something like that that they want to do that they can continue to do for more than just playing with something for a couple of days. So I'm going to be talking to their moms about what they would like, but I know my two oldest grandchildren want to go to a political leadership camp, and then my two youngest little granddaughters, they like soccer, they go to dance, they go to gymnastics, so anything we do in that regard will be helpful. And then of course I have other family gifts to consider. So I'll just put that there and we'll think about who that's going to be and what it will be. And then for me time, schedule a massage. A hot rock massage. And I already know where I want to go for that. And maybe even a facial. Those are so nice. I feel so decadent when I get a facial. So there's that. And then for my dreaming big, which has to do with my YouTube channel and my blog at Makeup on Aisle 64. I'm right in the middle of my 25 days of lip love, and I want to finish that up strong. I need to write my blog post about the lip love. And then also, one of the things that I'm working with my husband on is Derby 20. And so we need to get those sponsor letters out this month. So I'm going to put letters just here, just so I remind myself that's one of the things that I need to do. And those are all the big things on my list for my notes and ramblings. So I've got something for each of the goal areas. House, cleaning and decorating. Didn't put that down, but I will definitely get that done. So as I do my Christmas shopping and think about those things, I'll also decorate the house and get it together. As far as my marriage, I didn't put anything over here, but my husband planned something for us to do each week, so that'll be handled as well. And then I've got my Facebook, I've got the shopping. I didn't put my IPFW duties over here, but trust me, they'll get taken care of. So I'll definitely get the grades done. Whether I ever write that down, I'll get that information done. So I think I have got my December mission board accomplished. I like the way the page is looking. I've got my notes and reminders on to keep me on track for this month. I think I'm in pretty good shape. So thank you for joining me for planning on aisle 64, and I hope that you will join me again next week when I actually begin to decorate that week's calendar. But in the meantime, share the love by sharing this link with family and friends that you think might enjoy this video, and by all means subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and subscribe to this blog. Bye.